Hey goal-getters, welcome back to another episode of The Mental Perspective. My name is Jenna Weinstein, your sport and performance psychology coach and owner of Ripple Effect Performance. Today, I want to talk to you all about sleep and the importance of sleep on how we perform. Because if we're not getting enough quality sleep in our everyday lives, there's no way that we're going to bring our best selves, whether it's in sports, business, or life. So I want to share with you all strategies that have really helped me improve the quality of my sleep, that has also helped me improve the quality of my everyday performance. So let's get after it. How much sleep would you say that you get every night? Maybe somewhere between 4 to 6 hours? Research has shown that no more than 30% of adults are getting the actual amount of sleep that they need every night, which is between 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Are you falling in that range? I know I wasn't. I really struggled with getting quality sleep every night, and I really struggled with tossing and turning or just falling asleep. How many of you can relate to me on that? And what I realized is the less I slept, the worse I performed. It was harder for me to get up and train every morning. I just wasn't functioning on a full tank of gas. So when we're talking about sleep, there are two things that we need to think about: quantity of sleep and quality of sleep. Quantity, how many hours a night are you actually sleeping? And then quality of sleep, how much of the sleep that you're getting is actually rejuvenating and helping you restore and recover energy that you lose throughout the day. So what I want to focus on is the quality of sleep. If we can improve the quality of our sleep, over time we're going to improve the quantity, the amount of hours that we sleep every night. So let's talk about those strategies right now. The first strategy that has really made a big impact on the quality of my sleep is having an actual sleep routine. And I'm sure that we've all heard this before, but it really does work. Not having a structured sleep routine makes it difficult for our brains to know when it's time to shut down. Our brains, like I said in previous videos, pick up on habits very quickly. So if we don't have a habit established for how we're going to fall asleep, it leaves our mind guessing, and then it makes it difficult for our brain to truly shut down. So have a sleep routine that starts anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour before you actually want to fall asleep. And in order to help you make a really good sleep routine, figure out what time you need to wake up every morning and backwards plan from there. So if you want to wake up at 6 a.m. and you want to try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, start your sleep routine 9 hours from when you want to wake up so that you could start helping your brain shut down. And your sleep routine should include things like, what are you doing to get ready for bed? Are you brushing your teeth? Are you putting things away? Are you getting things ready for the next day? Are you turning off your shows? Are you going for a walk before bed? Are you getting into your comfy clothes before it's time to go to sleep? Doing things like this in a routine way every evening starts triggering your brain that it's time to go to sleep. And when you do the same things every night before bed, it's going to let your brain know this is what we do before we go to sleep. And once you lay down, your brain is already going to be in a place where it's ready to turn off and shut down. So think about if you have a really structured sleep routine for yourself. And a crucial part of getting ready for bed and incorporating into a sleep routine is getting off of screens. And I know I've read a lot about this in the news, and I've read many articles that also say how much screens and phone time and TV time really interferes with our brain's ability to fall asleep. So simply put, the light that the screens emit at night makes our brains think that it's daytime. And it's harder for our brains to shut down right away when we turn those screens off. So if we really want to fall asleep at a productive time for us, we have to turn the screens off. So if you're a TV fan, if you're really a fan of Netflixing and chilling, turn the screen off about half an hour before it's time to go to bed. Or if you're an e-reader, if you really like to read at night, you gotta turn that off before you go to bed at a reasonable time. Or if you really like to scroll through things and see everybody's updates and latest and greatest things that are happening around the world, turn the phones off too. Again, all the lights that these screens and devices emit are going to trick your brain into thinking that it's really daytime, and your brain's going to start waking up rather than going to sleep. So make a point in your routine to turn all screens off at least half an hour before you want to fall asleep. Again, this lets your brain know it's time to turn off and wind down. And the next strategy is making sure that the place that you sleep is a comfortable environment for you. Is your bed even something that's relaxing for you? So a big thing for me that I started doing more recently is I started staging my environment to let me feel like I actually want to sleep there. So I was really deliberate that my bedroom has no TVs in it, because I know if there's a TV, I'm gonna wanna watch it and I'm gonna stay up later watching TV and not sleeping. I make sure that my nightstand where I put my phone is out of arm's reach so that I can't reach my phone as easily in the middle of the night. I make sure that I have a essential oil diffuser because there are certain scents and smells that make it easier for our brains and our bodies to relax. So I'm a big fan of lavender scents. That's supposed to be a naturally calming and restorative scent. So I have that going about 20 minutes before it's time to go to bed so that the bedroom smells and feels really calming and relaxing. And I turn lights off and I make sure that the blankets and the pillows that I have are really comforting and soft and warm. So think about the things that are in your environment and are they conducive for helping you fall asleep and feel relaxed? And if not, maybe those are changes that you have to make in order to get better quality sleep. And another strategy that I want you to think about is, I know I struggled with just turning my mind off because I staged my environment well, I turned the screens off, I was in comfortable clothes, but I still couldn't turn my mind off. And this is a big reason why a lot of people struggle to fall asleep. We're stressing about things that have happened throughout the day or are going to be happening the next day, and we can't turn our brains off. So what can we start to do to be a little bit more calming and less distracted by things that haven't even happened yet or have already occurred? Some of you might be thinking, okay, this is all well and good, Jenna. I can stage my environment, but I still can't turn my mind off completely. I'm still thinking about things that are happening tomorrow or have already occurred throughout the day that are stressing me out. I'm with you. I was there too. I struggled with turning my mind off, and what I found really benefited me is just creating some type of sleep routine where I do some breathing exercises before I go to sleep to help quiet my mind. Or I have some background noises like fans or some calming music that helps me turn my mind off and blocks out those distractive thoughts. So think about, if you struggle turning your mind off at night, what can you do to help quiet your mind so that you can relax completely? And the last strategy that I'll share with you all that can really improve the quality of your sleep is to think about how you wake up every morning. I'm sure most of you rely on using alarms to help you wake up on time for your day, and I'm no different. I use alarms too, but I found that the alarms that I used to use were so loud and jarring and really startled me awake that I almost woke up in a very stressful state, and that wasn't conducive for my energy for the rest of the day. So I started changing how I wake up. I now set alarms that are more calming and soothing, that wake me up more gradually and slowly, which is what we should be doing every day. We should be waking up slowly and gradually so that we're not startled awake. That way, we're not starting our day stressed out. And when we're not startled awake, we're less likely to hit the snooze button because we're waking up in a more natural way. So if that's something you haven't thought about or incorporated into your sleep routine, try waking up more gradually with a nice calming alarm sound. All right, folks, so we've got a few new strategies that we can try out that's definitely going to improve the quality of our sleep on an everyday basis. So just to review, we have a more structured sleep routine, which also includes getting off screens and turning off our phones at night so that our brains can shut down. We're gonna stage our environment to be more comfortable and relaxing. We're also gonna make sure that we have strategies to quiet our mind so that we can fall asleep more easily and not worry about what's happening the next day. And we're also going to try and incorporate a strategy that's going to help us wake up more gradually and easily so that we're starting our day on a more restful note rather than a stressful note. So those are some strategies that I'd love for you all to try starting to incorporate into your everyday sleep routines. And I'd love to hear from you all what you do or what you're going to try incorporating in the comments down below. So if you took a few notes from this video and you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and be sure to hit the subscribe button as well so that you can be notified when new content's coming out. And remember, I'm not just here to bring you YouTube videos, I do one-on-one consulting and group consulting as well. So if you want more strategies to up your game, whether it's in sports, business, and life, reach out to me through my social media or my website at startyourrippleeffect.com, and we can get you started on your track today to increase your everyday performance. Because remember, folks, I'm here to bring you strategies and techniques that's going to help strengthen your mindset, which will lead to achieving your goals and being more successful in life. Because that's what the ripple effect is, folks. So let's start your ripple effect today.